Alrighty, it's your boy Zxous, and we're back with another Goddess of Victory Nikke video. And in today's video, we're going to be actually talking about the shop. Now, yesterday when I did my daily Nikke routine video, a subscriber named Marriage actually asked if I could do a more in-depth version for the shop guide, right? Just because I know a lot of people are going to, probably not even know what to get in the shop, what's valuable, what's not. And actually, this is actually good for me personally, because the other day on stream, I was really looking at the shop and I realized how much of some of the stuff in the shop is a scam. So we're going to be talking about the actual currency shop where you use in-game currency and stuff like that. Maybe I will talk about the cash shop later on in this video, right? But I don't really want to tell you guys what to do with your real life money, right? I mean, I know personally I wouldn't want nobody to tell me what to do with my real life money when it comes to a game, so I'm not gonna do that for you guys, right? But I mean, I guess I could suggest what's good or bad, right? I guess, I don't know. But make sure you guys subscribe and let's try to get 20 likes on this video. And let me know what you guys have been buying from the shop and what you've learned from this video and what you have not been buying from the shop, etc. Right, now let's get into it. So in the shop, right, a lot of people are very, very confused about the shop, right? There are multiple tabs, and then we're going to talk about every single tab, right? Kind of break down every single tab. Right, so we're going to start off with the general shop, which is the main shop. This is the shop where everybody is more familiar with, oh my god, familiar with, just because there's a lot of missions within the elevator, or I even believe the regular daily missions where they say go and buy something from the shop a couple times, right? So when you buy stuff, I always highly recommend to get anything that is worth credits or for free that isn't gear, because the gear here is never good, right? For what, 5.5 million they're selling T7 gear, not worth it, right? For 3.6 million they're selling T6 gear, not worth it. But something like this, what, for just 350k you're getting a purple ticket. This is quite valuable. I will take this. And then for 240k you're getting 2.2 million battle data sets. This is definitely worth it. And then obviously whatever it says, whatever is here, it's free, so you might as well take it, right? And then again, if you don't know, I believe you actually have to clear Tactics Academy 9.3 to actually unlock this feature. But once you unlock 9.3 in the Tactics Academy, you get the feature where you can actually refresh for free. Now let me just see if you can do that anywhere, right? Let me see. No, you can't. So it's only in the general shop, right? So when you do that, you go ahead and boom, right? Again, whatever says 0, you get it. I would never recommend to get anything here for gems, actual gems, because nothing here is worth it, right? 500 gems for 5 tickets. It sounds good, but it's not really worth it in my opinion. 450 gems for 5 high quality modes, hell no. 90 for 2 cases, 150 for 3 cases, not really worth it, right? Especially since battle data set cases and just battle data sets in general are very easy to obtain. Literally, the only thing you should be buying from the general shop is whatever is free in the first tab, and then anything that's worth credits that's not gear, right? Because it's usually valuable. It's either always going to be tickets, or sometimes there might be boxes, but it's most of the time going to be either purple, blue, or yellow tickets. Now, I know they have other items here as well, but that's mainly what's going to be in the general shop. So those are the only things you should be focusing on. Never get gear and never spend your actual gems for anything, because they're never worth it. Now in the Union shop, now this one is one that a lot of people always ask me. They're like, hey Zxous, what should I be getting from the Union shop when Union raid is done, right? Because obviously when you're looking in the shop, you see that there's spare body parts for obviously liberation characters, and then you see batteries for your harmony cubes, right? In my opinion, the best thing to get out of this are the batteries for the harmony cubes, right? Again, a dupe for these characters are not going to matter as much as the batteries for your cubes, right? By getting a dupe of Guilty, for example, I'll just be getting one extra copy of Guilty, which isn't that much of a, game-changing difference, right? But if I was to spend 15k for one copy, if I was to spend 14k on the, I guess not, it would only be 10k. But if I was to spend 10k on the Resilience battery, I would be getting 50 resilience battery, and that's going to upgrade my resilience cube, making it that more people on my account are, one, able to use the resilience cube, and two, it becomes stronger for the overall team than just the one character getting the spare body part, right? Think of it like that. The resilience battery is literally buffing up how much ever slots you have, buffing up your team's power and their stats and stuff like that, for whoever has it on, including these people here who have the spare body parts, where the spare body part is just not doing much. It's just buffing up the one character, right? It's just not really valuable in my opinion as of right now. I think maybe when you get every single cube to level 10 skills, then you could probably start focusing on, you know, these spare body parts, but as of right now, none of these characters really need it. I think Guilty, even at 0 stars, still does her job fantastically well, and that's the only one I would recommend to get here. Maybe Nihilisters for the wallpaper, but overall I think the batteries are just 10,000 times better to obtain from the Union Rate shop than the spare bodies. But that's just my honest to God opinion there, right? Now, body label shop. Now, the only thing you should be getting here are high quality modes. Literally, right? I think because of how much events Nikke has, and because of how the shop and the first clear rewards are, getting these re-energies, the attacker, you know, consoles and stuff like these are easy to get. Actually, how much do I have of these? I have 1,400, and I promise you I've never bought in them from this shop. So you can see how well they stack up over time from events and stuff like that, right? And you are going to hit a wall, right? You're going to hit a point where you can't even use these. So they're just going to stack up over time because, for example, right now, I have to have my entire account in terms of character levels 240 to unlock the next set of re-energy usage. So that's why it's just been piling up and stacking up. So over time, you're going to be getting these. You don't really need to focus on buying anything from the body label shop, but the high quality modes, right? Get your dupes from these characters. Try your luck at getting some characters you don't own. This is just the best thing for your account overall. This is just going to be more valuable. These dupes here, I know that sounds weird, especially since I just said the dupes here are not going to be much valuable for your account. But of course, when it comes to dupes versus batteries, I'm going to say batteries over dupes. When it comes to dupes or new characters over these consoles and re-energy, the dupes slash new character is just going to be better, right? But these are not a massive upgrade, and you need, I think, 50. Where I am right now, at least you need 50 of each to get to level it up. So you want to do 400 times 50, right? Let me do the quick math there actually. So 400 times 50 is 20,000. That can get you down near 2 high quality modes, right? It's just not worth it, right? Would you want to spend 20,000 for one level upgrade, or would you want to spend 20,000 for basically 2 high quality modes, right? That's really up to you, but only thing that's valuable in this shop really is the high quality mode, right? So remember that. Now in the arena shop, I highly recommend you guys do this every single day. Always buy the manuals, whatever code manual is. Buy the 25 from the box, and then whatever the following 3 are, right? Always buy these. You want to stack up on these because you're going to notice that when you get down, later down the line, these are literally so important, especially when it comes to getting your characters 10 10 10, or even level 6 7 8 9. You're gonna need these, right? So just by getting these free, literally by opening the game, they send these to your mailbox. Look, they send these to your mailbox every day, and then if you go to the arena, you just click the 99%, 100% overtime thing, and then they give you so much, right? I have 458k, and I promise you every day all I buy are these. Now, I wouldn't recommend to buy these. You could if you need fodder, but I would only recommend to get these if you need fodder, if you have a lot of these. But I highly recommend not to get these whatsoever. But if you need these for fodder, it's not really going to be that big, but if you need it, then you need it, right? But I only highly recommend to get the code manual and the code manual selection box, right? That's it, from the arena shop. In terms of if you should be refreshing these, no. In terms of if you should be refreshing these, only the free time, and that's that, right? For the mileage shop, now this is something that I have no control over, right? This is completely up to you guys, right? Obviously there's dupes and stuff like that, I probably should make a video of characters that need dupes or something, like a tier list for you guys. If you need something like that, let me know down below in the comments. But again, in the mileage shop, this is really up to you. I can't tell you what characters to get, what body parts to get, because I don't even know what your account's looking like. So this is completely up to you. You got to figure this part out yourself. Either if you want the character with the golden tickets, you buy them. If you want the dupes with the silver tickets, you buy them. That's not up to me. That's completely up to you guys. So we're just going to pass this shop here. And then the final shop, the recycling shop. Now, I know this one seems more and more interesting for a lot of people because you see gems there. But when co-op does come around, I will only highly recommend to get the core dust cases, right? And then the gems, right? The tickets, you don't really need the tickets, right? Since you can only buy one of these a week, remember, you get 5 of these every week already from the outpost data, right? And then these are just not even worth it whatsoever. 600 for one ticket, it's not worth it whatsoever. And then the darling for a day, you get 5 of these a week anyways from your outpost, from just talking to the people outside, right? So there's no point of spending 400 for one extra a week when you get 5 already. The only valuable things here really are going to be the core dust cases, because these are, like, you know, especially later on end game, they're going to be more important. And then if you need the battle data set and the credit cases, by all means, but I just don't recommend it right now. I would only recommend getting that if you really need it. But what you should only be focusing in the recycling shop, honestly, is the core dust cases and then the gems if you need them, right? Those are, I mean, 250 weekly gems, right? It doesn't seem like a lot, but I know gems are gems at the end of the day, and a lot of you guys are going to want to have gems regardless. So by all means, go for it. Is it really worth it? It's 2,500 for 2,500 of these. What are these currency called? The broken cores for just 250 gems. Like, it's really not worth it if you ask me, but gems are gems, and I understand that you guys need gems, right? So that's really up to you as well, but I would highly recommend just getting the core dust cases and saving these, right? Because co-op is not something that comes here and there, right? If you save these and only get the core dust cases, again, over time you're going to be getting battle data set cases and credit cases heavenly, but core dust cases are just harder to get than obviously the other two, really. So if you really just, you know, go for core dust cases weekly, you'll be fine. I think they might give you enough overtime before, like, the next co-op comes out. So that's really it, right? So hopefully this shop guide was helpful for you guys, right? I kind of just broke down everything that you should be getting, everything that has value, everything that doesn't have value, and stuff like that, right? So if you guys need, again, more guides or anything like that, if you need help with anything, let me know, because I will try my best to do all the guides that you guys would possibly need, right? So yeah, this is really it for the shop guide. You guys let me know what you think, right? If you've been buying something that doesn't have much value, let me know in the comments down below. But for now, it's your boy Zxous, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Later. Peace.